Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. So welcome into the week 2 of February. So we are in the second week of the second month of 2022. So we got a lot of twos going on, lots of union, lots of prosperity and abundance and all that good stuff. So at the start of this week, we are going to be having all planets moving forward in direction. So a lot of momentum and things picking back up. All right. But before we dive into this week's energy, I would like to say thank you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning. But if you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button either here or here. And yeah, you won't miss a beat. You will not miss anything that I post and all the galactic gossip and all the information and, everything that I discuss. Okay. So also we have a few quick announcements, one of which is still and always the Celestial City membership is open. So you can go ahead and hit that description box that is below, get that link and sign up with us today. You get a combination of monthly readings, you get Reiki once a month. You also get different types of like documents and information to learn basic astrology. You get like a community chat forum, so you have access to ask me any questions, like your own personal astrologer kind of thing. There's so much more there. Like we're doing books now, so they're getting free resources like astrology books and psychology books, and yeah, there's so much there. So if you're interested in a astrology community, just a community of spiritual growth, and you're looking to grow and expand your knowledge and have a community where you can do like the shadow work and discuss the things that you are experiencing during your spiritual awakening, the Celestial City is the membership that you are looking for. Okay. Also, we have a chat that's going on every Wednesday on Clubhouse. So if you are on Clubhouse, meet me on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time in Black Girl Magi. So it is myself, also 7D and Melissa, which are three wonderful astrologers, myself and Melissa, as well as Seven. We all have background in psychology. Melissa is a therapist and I am soon to become a therapist. So we see things and we discuss astrology as well as, navigating the body of a Black woman in this day and age and what that looks like and what that feels like. And then we also just discuss basic spiritual, things that we all experience. So meet us there every Wednesday on Clubhouse. You can follow me. I am Gemini Jazz, or my government name, Jasmine Wilson, on Clubhouse. You can find me there. Also, there's going to be some announcements coming up about some new things for House of Chiron. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, you might want to do that now because you do not want to miss the new updates that are coming within the next month. Okay. Outside of that, I do not have any other announcements to make. So we will just dive into this week's energy. We're going to be covering the energy for February 6th all the way through February the 12th, and we are in the second week of February. And so we don't have a lot of major energy that is going on. We have a lot of transits that are happening, right? About 5 or 6 different transits, but nothing major, like no personal planets moving, no direct or retrogrades. Everything is moving forward. So we have a lot of forward movement going on. And the forward movement is going to be here all the way until like the springtime of this year. So we have quite a bit of time of getting things moving and initiating new projects and stuff. So that's a good thing. Now, first and foremost, we have Mars, which is in Capricorn, making a square to Chiron in Aries on February 6th. Okay. So on Sunday, it's kind of like that energy, a quote that I found by Anais Nin, which is, please do not mistake my sensitivity for weakness. And that's what this transit really is about. It's Chiron, it's in Aries until about 2026 or 2027, which is around the same time that Uranus is in Taurus. Okay. And so this is really reshaping our identities and how we associate our I amness to our pain and our deepest wounds, right? Mars is the ruler of Aries. So this aspect with Chiron is guiding us to really assert ourselves from a healed space rather than living within that victimhood. Okay. So we are transitioning from that victim mindset to the victor. But first we must recognize the wounding. And that's what this energy is, right? That square can be a challenging aspect. So when Mars is squaring Chiron, our past traumas can surface without any warning, causing us to react impulsively to these triggers. But we must first process these feelings, sit with what is being presented to us, and find the healing within that hurt. Recognize what's going on, okay? Now, also moving forward on the 8th, February 8th, we have Mars making another aspect. So this time it's making an aspect to Uranus, which is in Taurus. So this is a trine to Uranus and Taurus on February the 8th, right? Mars is in Capricorn. Uranus is going to be transiting through Taurus until about 2026, 2027. So on this day, it's a great day to take a risk, right? Especially any risk that you have been apprehensive about moving on. Uranus is in Taurus, and it's breaking that mold of what slow and steady really looks like, and forcing us to open our minds and accepting innovative ways to experience what we find valuable in life. Okay, so as Mars blazes through Capricorn, the practical approach to things seems more apparent, especially since we are forming these new structures now, paving this new way for our futures. And, with that Mars energy, our animalistic instincts will intensify, especially on today, right? And it's helping us to start where we once were afraid to venture, right? So Taurus is all about the senses. So being able to tap into our senses, right? That our natural senses, and using that to be amplified, right? To go forward, right? Mars is about courage and confidence. So being confident in feeling what we feel, and feeling that the avenue or the direction that we're going in is absolutely right for us, right? So Uranus adds a bit of electrifying energy to Mars. So this is causing things to really speed up. And this is including new projects and new ideas. They may just take off on this day. Our desire for excitement increases today. And so we're going to be seeking liberating experiences as well within anything that we are initiating or kicking off. All right. Now we're going to have on February 11th. So we're entering into, Valentine's Day weekend, and Mercury is going to make this conjunction to Pluto at 27 degrees in Capricorn. So Mercury rules our nervous system, as I always tell you, it rules our minds, how we think, how we perceive the world. And Pluto is the psyche, right? So it's diving deep into the mind to discover those hidden truths. So when there is a conjunction of these two dynamic forces, our way of thinking and seeing the world around us becomes more profound. We could really utilize today's energy to uncover parts of ourselves that has been buried under the debris of lived experiences, right? Our past traumas. Keep in mind that the South Node is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So it is restructuring our subconscious on a soul level, right? On a very deeply profound level. So outside of that, on a more simplified way, we can really use this energy to study for that psychology exam that we have coming up, or any exam, right? So either way, today is a great day to do research, address any troubling issues, seek therapy, talk therapy, peer support, things like that. Also find new ideas or, new ways to build anew after a tower moment that has occurred, right? So tapping into this energy and using that power, that dynamic force to rebuild something that has crumbled, or just if it's not a rebuilding, then it is most definitely a building of something new that is no longer, right? So a new way of approaching it. So today is meant for our mental capacities to deepen, allowing us to expand on the inside. So internal expansion is the theme for today. All right. Also on February 11th, we have Mercury, which is in Aquarius, trining the North Node, which is in Taurus. So on this day, and it's not in Aquarius, it's in a Capricorn. So that's wrong. So Mercury is in Capricorn, making a trine to the North Node, which is in Taurus on February 11th. And so on this day, like the universe is really asking us to see ourselves truly. The nodes guide us to release what we need to embrace, and what is, coming by radically, especially with radical acceptance of ourselves, accepting that we are these uniquely individual beings, right? And with it happening at 27 degrees, there is action that is needed to be taken, right? So the 27 equates to a 9, which is the ending of a cycle. So it's the start of something new that is on the horizon. So there's some type of action that needs to be taken to accept who we are now and who we dare to become, right? Mercury rules our mental capacities, and the North Node governs our subconscious. So on a soul level, ask yourself, who am I, right? And really sit with that. Who are you? And if you take away the titles and the ideologies and the restraints and the restrictions that the world has placed on all of us, who are we to the core? That's something to really, really dig deep and sit with. That could be a journal prompt, like really sit with that. Who are you? So only through the liberating self-actualization can we find the true definition of self-worth and value. So seeking new strategic ways to finding those solutions to old problems, finding those solutions to getting back to our true selves, right? Because it's always there, it never really leaves us. It's just there buried under things that aren't us. So we're having to push beyond the veils of conformity and see the keys that we are blessed with, right? That Chiron key, I plugged it. Seeing the keys that we are blessed with while building new relationships with ourselves and others, okay? Now, also the last aspect that we have is Pluto making this trine to the North Node, right? So this is Pluto in Capricorn, trining the North Node in Taurus, and this happens on February 11th as well. And so our conscious motivations to obtain the futures that we plan on building comes into formation today, right? Within our minds. We are encouraged to embrace that metamorphosis that's going on, that's taking place in real time. We will feel determined in obtaining goals and building our futures as Pluto makes this trine to the North Node, right? So the sheer will to remain focused and ambitious while maintaining mental stamina assists us in our endeavors, right? So we will have that profound understanding and even maybe a glimpse of insight to our futures on this day, right? Because, the North Node is about destiny and Pluto is the psyche. And so it's very psychic. So you might just get some idea of what's coming. Now, if there has been any challenges in obtaining our desires, we have the power to beat all odds on this day and battle any vices that are standing in our way if we tap in. Our resources, that's very Pluto. Tap in, use those resources and those hidden forces, right, that are here to guide us and help us through to wherever it is that we are desiring to be. All right, so that is our week ahead, y'all. It's not very much, nothing big. It's kind of like we've had all this massive energy going on. And now we can kind of like relax a little bit and take a seat back and breathe and allow the forward movement of these planets and the energy to propel us on its own. Just kind of go with the flow. All right. So once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. And yeah, get the description box for all the things that are coming up with House of Chiron. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Bye.